Hi everyone, this is Hector. Today is the 8th of January 2007. It's 10 minutes past 3 p.m. London time. This is my first video of 2008. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I hope you had the chance to meet your family, your friends, drank some champagne, and overall you enjoy your holidays. I came back to work yesterday. I haven't taken any trade yet. That's why I didn't upload any video on the blog yesterday. I've been looking at my charts, what's been going on in the last few days, trying to see if I see any type of any type of solid trend, strong enough trend that I would like to trade. Unfortunately, well, I don't quite see any setup that at least for the time being I want to get involved with. Most of the main currency pairs are pretty range bound, moving sideways, and there's not much going on really. Seems like everyone's still digesting the Christmas break, and the markets are a little bit slow. Right now I'm showing you the GBP against the Canadian dollar, which as you know, it was the long-term trade I had opened. I opened on the 19th of December last month, and I closed it down. I closed it down right there for around 350 pips. It went all the way down to plus 700, but unfortunately I didn't manage the trade very well, and I gave back over 300 pips. Sorry, like I say, I gave back 300 pips to the market. Still 350 pips is definitely not bad at all. It's a beautiful trade, but I'm still a little bit disappointed about this trade. I thought I could have perhaps scored the best trade of the year. Unfortunately, that quite wasn't the trade. Still 300 pips, 350 pips is not bad. Anyway, let's get going. First of all, I'm gonna be showing you if I can actually click. There it is. I'm gonna be showing you the euro against the American dollar. I'm gonna go through all the main charts just to show you my point, how throughout the last few days price has been basically moving sideways. This is today's price action. Live current price is 147.21. This is what happened yesterday. This is last Friday, last Thursday. So as you can see, well, basically moving sideways. Have a look at those moving averages. As you guys know, the first thing I look whenever I open up a chart is my moving averages, and have a look. I need to look no farther. Okay, yeah, they are basically totally flat. Multiple crossovers. Moreover, my trend finding indicator, custom indicator, shows no trend whatsoever, only in the daily chart. But on the daily chart, I'm just not quite liking the what I'm seeing here. So on the euro, nothing particularly, nothing that I find interesting. Now going into the selling pound GBP against the American dollar, well, pretty much the same thing. Have a look at what's been going on throughout the last few days. Have a look at the moving averages, multiple crossovers, the 100 moving average being breached, basically totally sideways price action throughout the last 4 or 5 days. So, nothing I'd really like to trade here. Let's have a look at the yen. Let me squeeze it on the within the window, sorry. Pretty much the same shit, isn't it? Have a look at this beautiful range information: down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. There is definitely nothing to trade here. Perhaps as this range gives way, as this long sideways price action gives way, perhaps we might find some opportunities. That the as far as the theory goes, the longer a currency pair, or actually any financial asset, is moving sideways, is trading within a range, the larger the move will be once the breakout takes place. So, perhaps we might get some decent moves once that range gives way. Okay. Moreover, Australian dollar against the American dollar. Well, it had been trending up from there. It took a nice dive, a nice nosedive down. Seems like it's going back up again. But I mean, have a look. This was how last Wednesdays, this is where price closed last Wednesday, and this is current market price. We are still at the same level. So for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, we've been, we are basically at the same price level, moving sideways. So, no particular trade I'd like to take. Euro against the Japanese yen. Well, there you go. I mean, you can see it by yourself on my chart. Today's price action. All right. Yesterday's price action. Last Friday. Last Thursday. Totally moving sideways. Another nicely defined range. Once that range gives way, perhaps we might find some trading opportunities, as long as we are trading within the 160.00 and the 160.150. We're basically bouncing up and down, and nothing that I'd like to get involved with. What do I have here? New Zealand dollar or the Kiwi? Lovely people, the Kiwi people. I spent 2 months in New Zealand, a month and a half in New Zealand a few years ago. Beautiful country, especially the southern island. Milford Sound, the glaciers, beautiful country. Anyway, New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. It's been moving sort of downtrending throughout the last few days, but today we've made new highs. Any possible scalp short type of trade, a very short time entry, we would probably try to find. Well, it's been violated by today making new highs, therefore breaking the trend, but anyway, I mean, this is a very boring price. Oops, it keeps scrolling forward. Very boring price action. Once again, this was last Wednesday's close. This is current market price, 0.7716. So as you can see, pretty much moving sideways. Finally, the loonie, American dollar against the Canadian dollar. I've never been to Canada actually. I have some relatives, far relatives. I don't know how you say that in English. It's a cousin of a second sister, something like that. They live in Toronto, but I've never been there. Anyway, the loonie, well, pretty much the same. Nothing really interesting here. Moving averages are not really showing any clear picture. Multiple crossovers. Price is now diving back into the 100 moving average, etc. So no clear trend, as you can see in this chart now throughout the last 4 or 5 days. So what can I say, guys? No, I'm finding no trading opportunity, at least as per my system. I'm sure all of you guys who've taken my trading course and who have basically followed my trading system, you are sitting on your hands right now, or at least you should be sitting on your hands, because I personally do not see any decent setup around. Okay, I've been browsing through all the currency pairs, all the crosses, and for the last 2 days, at least, like I say, for the time being, I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm still recovering from the Christmas break, and it seems like the markets are themselves recovering from that slowdown that we always see in any holiday season. So that's it for today. Tomorrow, of course, I will check my charts again. If I see any trading opportunity, I will let you guys know about it. As far as today is concerned, I'm going to shut down my computer. I'm going to call it an early day. No point in sitting in front of your trading station if there is nothing worth trading, okay? All right, folks, that's all. Once again, I hope you had a nice Christmas, and I'll be seeing you once again every day at the website for new videos, okay? Bye-bye.